The digital clock says 11:11. You're supposed to make a wish.
Well, I'm going to make a wish that the St. Louis Cardinals are interested in the Jim Bowden trade proposal, because I think this would fix a lot of issues.
So the trade proposal is Mick Abel, who's starting to pitch well in AAA. He was one of the prospects they drafted along with Painter. I think they drafted Abel first and then Painter the next year, something like that. But Mick Abel has had a hard time advancing through the system, has been very inconsistent, pitching well now. Jim Bowden, former general manager of the Cincinnati Reds, now doing baseball commentary and writing for The Athletic, says that they should offer Mick Abel to the Cardinals for Ryan Helsley, a kid who throws 100 miles an hour, to help their bullpen, giving up a prospect who's not really a prospect to the level that some others are in their system. And you're on board completely with that.
I would be on board. Like, we keep talking about trading Ranger. Now, look, this may hurt you a couple years down the road if Mick Abel turns out to be a starting caliber pitcher. It would be a shame to give up on a guy like that. But if you're telling me this is the window's closing on this core group, and you could trade someone who's not even a part of the plans this season, it's not Justin Crawford and it's not Aiden Miller, and you don't have to give up on Ranger, and we can move Ranger Suarez to the pen as well. So now you got Helsley in the back of that pen, who we know is a right-handed arm that can come in high-leverage situations. You'd still have Jordan Romano from the right side. You still have Ryan Kirkland. And now you're moving potentially Ranger Suarez to the bullpen for your postseason run, who's the left-handed arm. You got Alvarado, you got Strahm. That's a pretty damn good bullpen. And now, okay, Taijuan Walker's got to jump back in to be a part of the starting rotation unless Andrew Painter's ready. So now you would have, as your starting rotation, let's say Painter's ready, Wheeler, Nola, Sanchez, Luzardo, and Painter, and that bullpen that I just laid out for you, that's a pretty damn good pitching staff, Mike. So we keep saying, hey, Rangers got to get traded for these bullpen arms. I think I would prefer to just give up Abel. And maybe I regret it a few years down the road, but right now when we're supposed to be all in with this core group, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I would probably do that too. I don't think it solves all your bullpen woes, though, because you're counting on guys that it's funny how you round this off. Romano's going to be okay. Kirkland's going to be okay.
Hopefully.
Like all those guys. You know, I don't see Kirkland. I don't see the same Kirkland. I don't know. He scares me right now.
He scares me too.
And Romano, I don't know, maybe, because he's got 99, 98 stuff, maybe. But Kirkland has kind of, I don't know. I'm not seeing the right things from Kirkland.
No, but it's a long season, and maybe he could get right. Who knows? Maybe Kirkland needs a little phantom IL stint. Little rehab assignment.
Here's the other thing that I got tweeted the other day. A guy said, what's wrong with putting Painter in the bullpen when he comes up? To have another hammer who can throw hard in that bullpen. I know what's wrong with it, but I want to see if you know.
What's wrong with putting Painter there?
Painter into the bullpen.
Well, first of all, if they were to bring him up, I want to see him as a starter, but that's not even what I want to see.
Well, they have enough starters, don't you think?
But I would think a guy that's coming off of Tommy John.
Bill, you're smart.
Am I going down the right path?
You are absolutely smart.
Yeah.
Guy coming off Tommy John has to warm up constantly.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You know, the wear and tear of warming up in the bullpen when you're cultivating him to be a premier starting pitcher, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I'd rather see him as an every fifth day guy.
So that's the peril of that. It's not a bad thought, but because he's got stuff that could help in the bullpen.
And look, he could be in the bullpen come October if we're fortunate enough to be there.
Yeah.
So, look, Painter, I don't look at him as the bullpen answer down the stretch. I think that's more Ranger Suarez, and I already saw people in the chat saying Scott Boras isn't going to like that. And I agree, but it depends on when you move Ranger to the pen. Like, if Ranger can get a few solid starts under his belt over the next couple of months, he may earn that payday as a starting pitcher in the offseason. But then come August, September, you can slide him into the bullpen to get him ready for October.
This notion that Scott Boras isn't going to like it is troubling to me. It's like you can't cultivate your team around an agent's wishes for one player. You know, you got to explain to him, listen, we're not going to hurt your guy. He's a precious cargo to us, too. I get it. But we got to help the ball club right now. Scotty.
Yeah, but look, don't you think there could be, and I know what you're saying, agents shouldn't have that much power, but the reality is Scott Boras just does. Couldn't you kind of have a little...
He's not going to lose his power with that.
No, but I'm saying Scott Boras, I think the happy medium is he's a starter until maybe August. Or even when Painter comes up. Let's say July. Let him start over the next couple of months, and now we're going to slide him to the pen.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, how could he complain about that?
That's right. I think that's the way. I don't think you would move him now. Now, there's another trade proposal in the YouTube chat in addition to just Abel for Helsley.
What do you got?
Randy Rubart says, can you include Bohm and get Arenado in the deal as well? So you would be giving up Abel and Bohm for Helsley and Arenado. And Arenado's the guy, I feel like every year it's rumored
that's going to really put them in the luxury tax because Arenado makes a lot of money.
Is he in the final year of his deal too, Arenado?
He might be.
He signed through
He makes like $30 million.
7, I think.
I'm looking at the contract. Because Helsley's in the final year of his deal, and there's no arbitration or anything. So you would have to extend him. If you're giving up Mick Abel, I would think you're going to want to extend him.
Helsley? How old is Helsley?
30. So he's 30.
A little bit of arm problem, too.
And you know what? He'll be 31 in July. Arenado, Ray, is actually under contract through 2027.
That's what I said.
That's a big.
Oh, I thought you said 26. I'm sorry.
That's a big contract.
It is. He's making $21 million this year, 16 next year, 15 the year after.
34 years old.
It was.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Listen, I wouldn't be that mad at it because you know exactly what you're going to get from him. You're not going to get the same slug that you used to get from him, but you're going to get a really good fielder who's going to hit 260.
Yeah, I mean, you know what you're getting.
You're not getting any home runs from Bohm, and it's funny. I think Ray has the inkling now that Alec Bohm is going to be 29 years old that we've seen the best of Alec Bohm.
Is Ray just jealous because of his love affair for Aaron Dolan?
No, you are.
Oh, because we know Ray loves
You
Livy
are
Dunn.
jealous.
I thought it was Aaron Dolan, too.
No, it's you who loves Aaron Dolan.
Actually, I didn't want to admit this yesterday. I think it was also me on the Livy Dunn thing. I was just letting you put it on Ray yesterday.
It was 100% you on Livy Dunn.
All right.
We were just putting it on Ray.
610-622-0975. We're back after this.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies in Tampa tonight. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies return to action tonight in Tampa Bay against the Rays at 7:05 with Zach Wheeler on the mound against Drew Rasmussen for Tampa. The Rays took 2 of 3 from the Yankees over the weekend, but lost the 4 games before that. They sit at 16-18 on the season. The Phillies won their last 3 series since being swept up in New York by the Mets 2 weeks ago. First pitch tonight is at 7:05 at George Steinbrenner Field. Elsewhere, the NFL offseason continues on, and we're 2 weeks from the next owners' meetings. ESPN's Adam Schefter joined Kincade and Salciunas this morning and said that he believes the tush push will be banned there.
I believe that the tush push was on the way to being outlawed in the National Football League. I haven't heard or seen anything that's going to change my mind about that. I still think that that will be the case, that the play will not be in existence in the 2025 season on opening night when the Eagles host whoever they're going to host.
We'll keep you updated with whatever happens with the tush push and, of course, everything happening in the NFL offseason. And last night, the Flyers slid back to 6th overall in the NHL draft as both the Islanders and Utah Hockey Club leapt into the top 4 of the draft. The Islanders getting the top pick overall in that NHL lottery last night. This update is brought to you by Rocket. Rocket.com is a single, seamless homeownership platform to help you find, buy, sell, finance, and even refinance your home. Get started today at Rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for Truist Championship coverage, 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5 TheFanatic.com.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos, it's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.